Hello, my friend. How are you today? Today is April 8th, a Wednesday. I went outside to get this beautiful branch for you. Can I make it a hairband? Am I like pretty? Yes, without being silly, Miss Jane. And we mentioned this flower is one of the symbols of spring. And the name of this flower is called forsythia. Can you see it? Forsythia. And this part is a bud, a little bud. It's going to be a flower. And then this part, can you see under the flower? And it protects both the bud and the flower. It is called calyx. Can you see calyx? Calyx, that's right. And inside here, you can see a little pollen. And the female part is called pistil. Pistil. And the male part is called stamen. And normally, what do you do in April? That's right. We have Easter egg hunts. But I don't think this year we can go outside. However, I'm going to read you a book all about Easter. And it will not only involve bunny and colorful eggs, but also it's going to tell you a little bit about where the Easter comes from and the story about it. And it involves a man, and his name is Jesus. And I hope after this story, you can remember Easter is a spring festival. It represents hope and joy. Let's start. Easter by Gail Gibbons. Easter Sunday is in the spring. Many years ago, baby Jesus was born. Some people believed he was the Son of God. When he was ready, he began preaching and teaching. Soon he had 12 followers called disciples. In the Bible, it is told that he performed many miracles. More and more came to listen to him. They found new hope and strength from the words he spoke. Some of them began to say he was the king they had been waiting for. One day, Jesus, a Jew, went to a city called Jerusalem, with his disciples to celebrate Passover, the spring festival of the Jews. He rode into Jerusalem on the back of a donkey. Crowds gathered, spreading palm branches on the ground before him. They waved palm branches and cheered, "Blessed is the King of Israel." Here is the branches of palm. Jesus ate the Passover meal with his 12 disciples. He said he would be betrayed by one of them and would die. They shared bread and wine. This meal is called the Last Supper. Very famous story. The Last Supper. Afterward, the disciples followed Jesus to a garden where he went to pray. Jesus had enemies. One of his disciples, Judas, told them where Jesus could be found. The enemies seized him, and other disciples ran away. Among Jesus' enemies were strict Jewish leaders. They told Pontius Pilate, the governor of Jerusalem, that Jesus was becoming too powerful. They accused him of breaking the laws of the Jewish religion and of claiming to be God. They wanted him put to death. Crucify him, they shouted. Pilate ordered that he be put to death. I guess they're jealous of Jesus. Jesus was taken to a hill and nailed to a cross. There he died. He was taken down and carried away. The body of Jesus was placed in a tomb. A huge stone was rolled in front of it. On the third day after he had died, the stone was found rolled away and the tomb was empty. His followers remembered Jesus telling them that he would rise from the dead. Jesus appeared several times to his followers during the 40 days after his death. Then he ascended into heaven. The death of Jesus on the cross and the miracle of his rising from dead are the heart of the Easter story. Many Christians go to church to celebrate Easter Sunday. Often candles are lit to remember people that after darkness comes light, and after death comes new life. There are Easter lilies and other spring flowers, tulip, daffodil, crocus. And this looks like pansy. They are symbols of new life and hope. The word Easter comes from the word of Eostri, the goddess of spring. Before the time Jesus lived, there were festivals thanking the gods for spring. The egg is a symbol of a new life. For thousands of years, it was the custom to give eggs as gifts at spring festivals. As part of the Easter celebration, some eggs are dyed, meaning give it color, with beautiful colors. Some eggs are painted, others are decorated, painted. There are Easter egg hunts. Eggs are hidden, and everyone rushed around to see who can find the most. Each Easter, a famous egg rolling contest is held at the White House, where the President of the United States lives. Easter eggs are placed in beautiful Easter baskets with candy and other treats. Many children believe that Easter Bunny brings them their Easter eggs. This legend began many years ago. There was a story about a woman who dyed eggs for her children at Easter. She hid them in a nest. When the children found the nest, a big rabbit hopped away. They thought the rabbit brought the eggs, and the story spread. Families and friends get together for Easter. There may be an Easter ham, a lamb with mint sauce. There are Easter parades. Some people dressed up in new spring clothes and wear Easter bonnet. This is kind of a bonnet. Easter is a religious holiday and much more. It's also a time for hope and a joy. And this is exactly what we need at this difficult time when all of us are trying to fight against coronavirus. And this brings us to the end of this book, Easter. Let's try to be hopeful and let's try to enjoy all the time we can be with our family. Okay, so Miss Jing, we'll see you tomorrow.